What's up, YouTube? I'm doing a walk around video of our camper. This is a 2013 Cruiser RV Fun Finder Xtra. I think it's called a 276 XT, which means 27.6 feet long, even though from tongue to back it is 30 feet. So practically it's a 30-foot toy hauler. And it's got 2 entries, 2 exits, awning, all the normal stuff you'd expect. 1 AC unit. And I'll just kind of run around the outside of it. It's, I believe, 5,500 pounds dry weight, which means it is half-ton towable. And that Tundra right there, which I'll zoom in on, is what we use to tow it with. And it's got the 5.7 I-Force V8. Tows it pretty well. Gas mileage not good, but it pulls it around good. And then stopping, of course, is a little fun, but it doesn't stop too bad. So we'll just kind of run around the outside of it. It's one of the lighter in-class toy haulers, and we bought it off some friends of ours who bought it brand new. And it looks pretty cool with the white Tundra, gotta admit. It's got 1 slide out on this side, and then it's got a cubby on each side of the front, which I'll have Tanya pop open the doors. See, it's just kind of jam-packed. We've got all our sewer stuff and our electrical stuff on this side, and that's where the freshwater and gray water tanks are. It's got a cool LED light strip on the front, and then another hatch over here, which has all our other random stuff, levelers and wheel chocks, you know, some dry wood, all that normal stuff. We've had just normal stuff, maintenance-wise, to deal with. The front of this is composite, and it has taken a beating. When we bought it, it was 7 years old, and the front was already fading, so we put some vinyl on it. That lasted about 5 more years and then came off again. So we put some fresh vinyl on it. This is brand new, and you can see remnants of the old stuff, especially on that red stripe, where if you get really close, it doesn't look great, but it looks way better than it did. And we did this with 12-inch rolls of Oracle 651 vinyl, and you can get that at Michael's. It costs maybe 80 bucks and a bunch of tubes of vinyl. We just kind of did it ourselves. I mean, it's not perfect, but light years better than it was. Overall, it's been a pretty good camper, but we've had normal stuff to deal with. The awning motor last year died on us. The door on this vent right here broke. Just, I think, normal things that you would expect out of a camper. The inside is not great, but we can do a run through.
Yeah, it's not set up for the season yet, and the slide's not out.
We just de-winterized it. But it's got a bed in the front, which sleeps 2.
Camper Queen.
Camper Queen. If you're not ginormous adults, it'll sleep 2. Otherwise, it sleeps 2 kids just fine. And it's got a dinette right here. Pretty normal, and that pancakes down and becomes a bed. Some storage up here, and then the sink's right here, and underneath is a 2-burner, 2-burner range.
We can do a better inside when it's all set up.
You can take a peek. It didn't come with that cover. We just made it so we could have more place to put stuff like the coffee pot. Microwave, but it does not have an oven, which is a little annoying, but we've gotten by without it. Normal size fridge. Headroom is pretty good. So I'm 6'9", and just turn it around. You can see right here is about where, yeah, I'm hitting my head right there. But as you get to the back, it gets just taller as you go back. So the headroom really isn't bad. And then here's the bathroom. I got a sink over here and a mirror. And then a pretty decent size shower. And I can actually stand up in here because it's got that bump out on top. And it fits, you know, like the kids and normal sized people just fine. Got a regular toilet. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's tight. It's a camper, but having stuff like this swings in and it swings out. It really helps out quite a bit. And then you get to the back, which is the toy hauler portion, and it's a disaster. But there's a bed that rolls down from the top. So when it's up out of the way, you can fit all your machines. You can see right there is a D track that runs the entire width, and it just kind of helps out because there's not too many of those D rings. And I believe the box is 9 foot long by 8 foot wide, which is pretty traditional, kind of an old school setup. You got a hookup for a TV, which we never used. Oh, but there is a TV here when the slide comes out. You can see there's a pretty good sized TV hiding there. And then our pantry. And then we've got another one that goes up here where that rope is. It kind of holds it in place. So the girls have a TV, and then the rest of us have one. Yeah, so that's it. I've seen 7 people sleep comfortably in here. There's a guy and his son up here, full-size adult on the dinette, and then in the back another guy and his son were up on top, and they had the bed up high enough to put cots down here, and then there was another guy and his son. So 7 people, and it sure as hell beats the tent that we were in that weekend, especially when they had heat and it got down to 25 degrees. So if anybody's looking for one of these fun finders, I don't think we've got any regrets. Like I said, just annoying stuff that we dealt with. The AC, we had to replace the breaker because one weekend where it was 90 degrees, it kept tripping. And it seemed like just replacing the breaker fixed it. We've had a toilet valve that broke and just developed a leak. That was pretty cheap. Gone through a battery. The China bomb tires, it came with 3 of them because one of them had already blown up. But this has some Goodyears on it. We've had for 6 years now, 7 years. And in the back, I'll do a video later, but we can fit a 2022 Razor. I gotta think of what it is. A Razor 1000 Trail S. Pretty good size Razor. Huh?
With some modifications.
Yeah, with some modifications, and we'll do another video on that. But we can fit the Razor back there, my KTM, which is a 250SX 22. Both of those fit in the back. And then in the truck, we throw a 4-wheeler in the bed and hitch up and go. And I mean, there's some tricks we have to do, but it works. And best part is it's all paid off, and I mean, it's used, but kind of money ahead to just get a good deal on something to keep it going. So not too many videos of this exact model, but here's one. And if anybody has any questions, just leave something in the comments and we'll try to fill them in as we can. Peace.